baby Tua, he didn't get that other year of eligibility. So, yo, what up, bro? Yeah, baby Tua didn't get that extra year of eligibility, so that's a wrap. A lot of y'all don't like baby Tua. Baby Tua's got a lot to work with for a college quarterback. He can make all the throws. And, you know, people say he threw a lot of picks. He didn't throw that many. He had 11 picks. That ain't that many. You know? And Harbaugh would have coached that out of him. But it's neither here nor there now since he didn't get that extra year of eligibility. So what are we going to do? You know, it is what it is. So, but honestly, I like Orgy. If we just decide to give Orgy the reins and let Orgy do what he does, you know, running the ball, a more run-based offense with the play-action pass, similar to what Alabama did this year, I think we could have a good team. You know, the wide receivers gonna be mad because they not going, but they was gonna be mad anyway. If Harbaugh is still there, you done. If Harbaugh was still there, you know, you was gonna be mad anyway. As wide receiver, you ain't gonna get that many touches. That's just how it is. You know, so I would definitely like to see Orgy. I know the Denegal, he looks the part. He's big, you know, but I never really cared for him, you know. So I'd rather see Orgy. And honestly, I wouldn't sleep on Jaden Davis. I wouldn't sleep on them. I think people are kind of, you know, just automatically saying like he's not ready and stuff. They say, and this was just from bowl practice. They say from bowl practice he was throwing that thing. That's what they say. Like they said he impressed and I mean, we got to take it with a grain of salt because it's bowl practice and it's the same as spring practice. You got to take it with a grain of salt. But I wouldn't just say that he won't start sometime next year. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably don't want him to start that Texas game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the second game of the year. You got to play Texas. But you know, if push comes to shove, and this young dude is out there throwing it the best and having the best grasp of the offense, hey, put him out there. It ain't like we going. This is the thing. We're not asking him to be Michael Penix. We ain't asking him to be Michael Penix. We're not asking him to be CJ Stroud. We just asking him to don't turn it over and make us a few throws. That's all we asking him. You know what I'm saying? So if he's the best man for the job, hey, put him out there. But honestly, I think we all just enamored with Alex Orgy looking like a freight train. Because I honestly want to see how many dudes Alex Orgy is gonna run over. Is gonna run over if he gets to start in the next year. Like, I got the count. He gonna run over at least 10 dudes. I got 10 dudes he ran over, and I got 5 dudes that he stiff-armed into a coffin. I got the over-under on 10 for the run over, and 5 for 5 dudes. He gives them the NFL blitz stiff arm where the dude just dies when he stiff arms him. You know, so I think we all just like, man, This dude is built like a freight train. I want to see what he can do. Like, for real. But he has to be able to hit those throws. You know, Jalen Milroe, as bad as he is intermediate, he's a great deep ball thrower. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. And even Nick Saban didn't even want to get that dude the job. You know, I went over that in my when I was roasting those Bama fans on that live that day. You know, I went on there on that. Nick Saban didn't want him because you have to be able to threaten with the pass. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Now you could, and this is what we're not gonna want. You could just turn it into a Georgia Tech style offense, not the triple option, but to where you're very, very run based, and you running that thing all game, and you only gonna throw it probably 10 times. You could do that, you know, but the margin for error on that is a lot lower. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you play, you know, but you don't want to do that. Those games will be very boring to watch. But yeah, so we just got to wait and see. News broke while we were at work that while I was at work, I don't know what y'all doing, but news broke that Harbaugh wants a clause in the contract that I guess the NCAA sanctions won't hurt him. He wants some clause in there about that. You know, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't think you can really blame Ward Manuel at this point. A lot of people blaming him, but I think he's trying to get the contract done. It's just Harbaugh wants a lot. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you want to try to keep him from going to the NFL. But it's hard because he wants to go to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really blame Ward when Harbaugh wants to go to the NFL. He's going to entertain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to. So that's why I just sit back and wait, because he interviewed with the Chargers. Now we got to wait and see. But it's like, you know, we got the Ohio State fans talking about abandoned ship. Harbaugh's trying to leave. Harbaugh interviews with the NFL every year. What are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? He does it every year. Like, when we were losing, he would take the interviews. When we were winning, we were having good seasons, he was interviewing. When he was having great season, he was interviewing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, what are you talking about? You know, but and then somebody else was saying that you know, the thing with the head coaching, and DG said this, and I said it like a week ago. Sharon Moore, let's just say Harbaugh did leave. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying let's say if he did. Hypothetical. If Harbaugh left, to me the most important piece is Jesse Minter. So I'd throw the bag. The most important person to keep on the staff is Jesse Minter. Because, and this is the thing, and I made a video like a year ago or something talking about what you needed to do to win a championship. You're gonna have to have something that's great. You're gonna have to either have a good offense, good defense. Great offense, okay defense. Great defense, okay great defense, okay, maybe good offense. We were the last one. We had a great defense with a good, okay offense. Something has to be great, or you have to be really good at both. And we had the latter. We had a great defense this year. And I haven't said that all year. I like to wait to see what the defense actually was. That defense was great. That was a great defense. So Jesse Minter is the most important player. Coach to retain. So if Harbaugh was to leave, I think you got to throw the bag at Jesse Minter. You got to throw the bag at him. Either offer him the head coach or either make him the highest assistant coordinator in college football. Honestly, he deserves it for what he did. He took what Mike Macdonald started the same way all the players finished what Aiden and Josh Ross and all them dudes started. But Jesse Minter just kept cooking. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's it. You got to throw the bag at him. Like, you have to. That's if Harbaugh leaves. You got to say, oh no, you ain't going hell. Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Look what I got for you. Highest paid coach, coordinator in college football. Here you go. Or I might even, or head coach. Now, you can't make him the highest head coach, but you can throw the bag at him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the most important. Because let's say even if, and DG was good on this one. I didn't say this one, but Sharon Moore, if he's the head coach, okay, he's the offensive coordinator also, and he's got to coach the offensive line. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So even if he is the head coach, he's gonna have to take some of that stuff off his plate. So to me, the best move would be make Minter the head coach. Sharon Moore retains offensive coordinator, offensive line coach. That would be the best move to me, because we can't lose. You don't want to lose a great defensive coordinator like that. Because like Sharon Moore, he's a good or maybe great offensive line coach. Offensive coordinator, he's good. He's a good offensive coordinator. But a defensive coordinator that is great, you don't want to lose that. Because a great defense can take you a long way. Because they're going to keep you in every game. He gonna find a way to keep you in every game. When you think you don't have a chance. Michael Penix is going to shred Michigan. He's on the door. 13 points. Go sit down over there. Go sit down. Y'all said this was a legend. Now go sit down. So that's the thing. Let's see. Moore did. He did. I'm not taking anything away from Moore. But do you want to lose Jesse Minter? That's my thing. I'm not taking nothing away from Moore. I just don't want to lose Minter. Like, this is my thing. If I had to pick right now, would you rather have Sharon Moore or Jesse Minter? I'm going to pick Jesse Minter. I'm sorry. That's me, though. That's me. But I'm also a defensive type of dude. So, I'm always going to go with the defense, because defense wins championships. I believe that. Some people still don't believe that still, but I still believe defense wins championships. I'm not taking nothing away from Moore. Like, yeah, he was the head coach, beat Penn State, beat Maryland, beat Ohio State. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying, if I had to pick, that's who I'm going to take. I'm taking my defense. I'm taking my defensive coordinator. He's strapping it up. What did we give up this year? 13 points a game. It's hard to lose when you only giving up about 13. It might have been less than that. It might be 12. It's hard to lose. So it's hard to lose when you're doing that. So, But hopefully Harbaugh stays, and this is all mute. This is just talk. This is just something to talk about right now. Hopefully Harbaugh stays, and we don't have to worry about Mentor and them. Who's going to be the next head coach? Is Harbaugh going to try to take Mentor? And you know what I'm saying? This is all hypothetical. But that's just how I feel about it. But I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see who takes that next step also. Like especially at running back. We know hopefully Donovan puts the work in and is laser focused to take that next step. But behind him, I'm interested to see. I believe Benjamin Hall will be ready to be that dude next year. But I'm interested to see what Cole Cabana has. With a healthy offseason. I want to see, is he that fast? Because I didn't see him at all this year. And I wanted to see, is he really fast like that? Is he explosive like that? What's his quickness looking like? You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to see I wanted to see it on the field. I never got to see him. The Jordan Marshall's kid, he probably won't see the field unless he's as advertised, he might. But it's our run scheme is so complex. It's hard for young dudes to see the field. They have to sit back and learn it. That just is what it is. Everybody, since we've had this run scheme, everybody has had to sit and learn it. Blake was so explosive. He got on the field some, but not that much. What was that? 2020. Blake didn't see the field that much. 2021, when he finally did, he was explosive. Him, Haskins, and then Thunder and Lightning, basically. Even Donovan didn't see the field that much his first year. It didn't really happen until his second year because the scheme is complex. You have to be patient. It's a patient running scheme. You can't just get the handoff and just take off into the line. You just can't do that. And CJ Stokes learned that. CJ Stokes showed promise, but I'm not sure what happened to him this year. He you talking about in the doghouse. Boy, he was in the doghouse for real. We didn't get to see none of this dude. But also Khalil Mullins, I forgot about him. So we'll see. We will see. I just like to see, because we're not at practice. So, you hear about these dudes. I just like to see them in the game so I can at least make my own evaluation. Yeah, I'm a couch coach, but I still want to see, and so I can evaluate, and see what I see. Is this dude fast? Does he show some promise? Or, I hate when you don't get to really see him. Like, I didn't get to see enough of Darius Clemens. That, I want to see these dudes so then I can evaluate them. I want to evaluate them myself so I can complain. Like, Darius Clemens should be in the game. I've seen enough. I've seen him do this or that in the game. Why isn't he playing? Whether it's right or wrong, I can evaluate from just if we get to see him somewhat consistently. Like last year, I could evaluate CJ Stokes in the game. I could see, okay, he's hitting the hole too fast. He's not patient enough. His vision isn't there. Like, we could see it. Witherspoon just knocked him out. Witherspoon just knocked him out. Okay, this makes sense why he's not playing. He just got flatlined. Okay, that makes sense, So, because we get all this recruiting hype, from a lot of these dudes. So, I like to at least see them in the game sometime. But I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what else. JJ's NFL draft stock. JJ probably needed to come back. And like I was saying earlier, to me, he needed to come back for his body, to get his body stronger. But as far as him coming back to be a better quarterback, I'm not sure how good he was going to get, how much better he was going to get in this system. Because in this system, they're not going to ask him to do that much. They're just not going to ask him to do that much. So I'm not sure how much better he was going to get in Michigan's system. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we're not. Donovan came back. Let's say JJ came back. Okay, Donovan's back. We got Khalil. We got Benjamin Hall. We got maybe Cole Cabana. So you got all these. We're probably still gonna have a pretty good offensive line. We still gonna run that rock, and we gonna pass here or there. JJ's gonna throw it about 20 times. They're not gonna ask him to do too much. He's not gonna get that much better. You know what I'm saying? To really progress as a passer, you have to throw passes. You know what I'm saying? To progress as a quarterback, you have to actually pass the ball enough to do that. And he just wasn't gonna get asked to do that much in our system. That's why I say Jaden Davis could probably start. But for JJ, his NFL stock, they're going to evaluate JJ off of, his measurables. Okay, he's 6'2", 6'3", 215, 220-ish. Can throw it as hard as anyone, can throw it pretty far, and he's mobile. Boom. So his measurables are all good. That's great. Now, when they turn on the film, you're going to see him making most of the throws. You know what I'm saying? In an NFL scheme, in a pro-style scheme. So, boom, that's another plus. He's in the pro-style scheme, so he's doing protections. He's, changing run to pass, things like that. Boom, that's another plus for him. Now, the thing that's going to knock him is he's not Caleb Williams. He's not Drake May where, okay, the offense was on the offense was on Caleb. The offense living or dying with Drake May. You know what I'm saying? The offense living or dying with Michael Penix. That's where they're gonna knock him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the offense all on his back. You know what I'm saying? But he has all the tools. The tools are all there. So we'll see where he goes. You know what I'm saying? He might, and honestly, it might be a blessing in disguise for him, because he might be able to go to a team, a good team, or a good team, and he may get to sit the bench, or he may go to a good team that has a good defense, has a good offensive line, has a good running back, and he's in the same thing as he was at Michigan. He's in a run-based offense, and all he got to do is make a couple throws a game, or a couple plays with his legs, a couple throws. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a blessing in disguise if he goes later. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to Chicago and be like Justin Fields running for your life. Then before you know it, you're not even the player that you were when you came out, because now you got happy feet. So you don't even read the field like you could, because you scared to read the field. You think you're gonna get hit in the back. You think you're about to get decleated. So you scared to read the field. Boy, I'm out of here. I ain't reading nothing. I'm trying to save my life. You know what I'm saying? So there's a give and a take with it. Yeah, you can make that money, but how long is this going to be the only big check you get in the NFL? Or you can go to a lower level team, get a decent contract. You're still making a lot of money. Let's be real. We all regular folks, so you're still making good money if you a late round pick, but you're on a better team. You can, actually learn the game, and then hopefully you ball out, do enough to get your second contract to be good. There's just two ways of thinking about it. But as JJ didn't have nothing else to prove, JJ Blake and them dudes, they did what they said they was gonna do. JJ said they was gonna right the ship. They was gonna beat Ohio State. They did it. They did it. Try to get Manning at Texas. I mean, if I'm gonna be real, that's the only real question mark for Michigan's team to me is what you call it, quarterback. That's the only real question. Now, I know somebody's probably gonna say wide receiver, but to me, I'm not really worried about wide receiver because we developed these guys. I think the wide receiver development could be better, if I'm speaking honestly, but we're not a passing team. You know what I'm saying? We're not a passing team. We're a running team. So the most important thing is to have running backs in the stable. Now if Donovan would have declared for the draft, then I would have been a little bit more worried. But you got him with another offseason where he can get healthy. He can actually be healthy again like he needs to be, get stronger, get in his groove again. So plus you got all the young backs. Khalil Mullins also another offseason. So to me, the most important thing in our offense is having good running backs. It's not having great receivers. Yeah, it would be nice, but the most important thing is having good or great running backs in our scheme. It's not receiver. You just need some receivers that can hopefully get open and catch it, and a good tight end, and we got Loveland. So to me, I know people are doom and gloom, but to me, if we just find a quarterback that can make those few plays that we need him to make, we should be fine. And I get it. I don't think I don't get it. I know everybody wants us to be Texas or even Ohio State or whatever, but that's just not who we are. And Harbaugh got validated last year with what we do. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, ground and pound, and play good and great defense, complimentary football, eat the clock up so your defense can rest and wear out their defense. Harbaugh got validated on what he wants to do this year. Just won a championship. So can't complain. You can't complain about it. But I get it. You want to have one wide receiver that's a beast. Similar to this year, Roman Wilson, he was that dude. He had that number 1 jersey. One, he earned it. 2, he lived up to it. Because the number 1 jersey hadn't been seen for some years. Is that a coincidence? Roman put on the number 1 jersey, and we went back to winning championships. Hello. So it was nice to see that. And I hope Roman let those other dudes know what that jersey means, so it's something to live up to. that number 1 jersey, wearing that number 1 jersey. Because Roman finished with what he had, like 800 some yards, but he had like 12 TDs. So yeah, you didn't get the 1,000, but that's 12 TDs. That's a lot of touchdowns for a receiver. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a run-based offense, that's a lot of touchdowns. So he lived up to that. That's all you really need is one receiver that's balling in our offense. You know what I'm saying? You just need one receiver that you can really count on, plus a good tight end, a good tight end or two, and just spread the rest of them balls, spread it around to whoever can get open. You know, but I get it. You know the complaints, but hey, Harbaugh got validated with this one, with this championship. It validated what he does and what he wants to do, and you know, trusting his process. We gonna run this rock and we gonna play great defense. Some things never change in football. You just gotta have the pieces and the parts to execute it. You know, that's how Bama got to where they wanted to be. Well, not to where they wanted to be, to where they are now. That was old school Big Ten football. Run the ball, play great defense. You know, so it is what it is. But what else is there? Interested to see who that next corner will be. Amarian Walker dipped on us. He done dipped. I felt like they should have kept him at receiver. I felt like Amarian Walker should have been kept at receiver. I think he could have contributed this year. I think he would have been a real contributor on offense this year. You know, with that speed and quickness he has. But he dipped on us, you know. Let's see. What position group do you think needs the most work coming into the new season, y'all? It's probably receiver, honestly. Receiver. I think probably receiver. Defense. Receiver, maybe offensive line. Besides quarterback. I mean, we know quarterback until we get a transfer portal or whatever. But probably receiver, offensive line. Because Samaj, let's see, receiver. Carmelo English, he had like 1 catch for a touchdown. Samaj, he did like reverses, had a few catches. Tyler Morris had a few catches. You know, so most of the receivers are unproven. So they got a lot to prove next year, you know. And we lost a lot of the offensive line starters. So Trente Jones, a lot of people were expecting him to come back. Barnhart left. You know, Henderson left. We got Hinton back. He's got some work to do, but that's good because he's got starting experience and he's got an offense and off season to get better. So that's good, but we got to see about the rest of the offensive line, how they gel. But to me, it's really the offensive line and receiver. Maybe linebacker. Because we got some dudes at corner that should be ready to go, whether that's Pollard, maybe even Cody Jones. You know, we got dudes that should be ready to step in. McBurrows at the nickel probably. So the defense is straight for the most part. But to me, I think we're thin at linebacker once you get past Hausman. Once you get past Hausman and Bartman, because those dudes have played a lot. Because they played a lot at the other schools they were at, and Hausman played a lot this year. Jimmy Rolder, he hasn't played that much. He's been around, but he hasn't played that much. And when he did play, he was making some mistakes. You know, I'll be watching people for mistakes. Who is that? He ain't normally out there. He out of position. You know, I'll be watching for mistakes. Who is that? Why is he in the game? And why is he making mistakes? Get him out of there. You know, I'm watching for somebody. Who is that? He ain't no starter. What are you doing in there? What are you doing? I'm watching. You making mistakes, brother. I'm on your head. So that's the thing. Linebacker, I think the depth at linebacker is going to be something to watch. You know, but for the most part, we're pretty much straight. I think the thing about this year is going to be depth. Like if someone gets hurt, it's going to be some guys that we don't really know that are going to have to step in, that we haven't really seen. We might know them from recruiting rankings and stuff like that, but we're not going to know what they can actually do in college. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you're highly touted in high school, that don't mean you're going to be good. That don't mean you're going to be able to produce at the college level. You know what I'm saying? Those are just projections and, oh, he should be able to be good. He should be good. That's like, what was it, Derek Green? Remember him? Remember Derek Green? He was a 5-star. That dude was slow as I don't know what. That man didn't do nothing for us. What was that, the Brady Hoke years? Man didn't give us nothing. He was the original you get nothing. He was the original. Derek Green was the original. He was the I'm giving you nothing. You a 5-star? Yeah, I'm giving you nothing. Like, brother, you so slow. I think I seen him have about I think I seen him give us about 2 good runs. So yeah, you know, those projections. You know, but that's the thing, you know. When you're with this recruiting, there's so much into it. You have to. It's not just about the projections. You got to understand, is this dude gonna work? Is this dude gonna work? Are you gonna have to force him to watch film? Are you gonna have to force him to not eat so much? Are you gonna have to force him to lose weight? Are you going to have to force him to gain weight? Is he going to be able to maintain it? Is he going to work out on his own? Or are you going to have to force him to work out? You know what I'm saying? So like these recruits, it's about the character. And that's one thing that I like about Michigan. They try to get character guys. Even when they get transfers, they try to get dudes with high character, high integrity. You know what I'm saying? So this dude wants to be at Michigan. He wants to be great, and he wants to be a better player. Because once you get to college, it's on you. Yeah, you got here, but do you want to be great? Are you going to put in the film work? Are you going to eat the right way? Are you going to work out on your own? All these things to be the best player you can be. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love Blake. From the moment I saw he committed to Michigan, I was like, this is the missing piece. This is the missing piece, I believe. And I got a video saying that because it was during the pandemic. That's what it's about. And I think that's why Michigan doesn't go so hard in NIL. Because You can get one of these dudes, one of these highly touted 5 stars, and he didn't even really want to come to Michigan. He just wanted to get that bag. All right, I'll come to Michigan. Y'all throwing me $1 million. Okay, yeah. But he don't really give a dang. He don't really care. He just wanted that money. He got it. And he might transfer the next year. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why Michigan doesn't go so hard for these dudes that just want money. They just want money. Because, yeah, you can get him to come there, but is he going to be a cancer to the team? Is he going to buy into the team? Is he going to buy into it? You know, we picked up Josh Wallace. He bought into it. We picked up Josiah Stewart because Mikey Sainristil was a former team. I think they went to high school together or something. He bought into it. Then he came back again. Josiah Stewart stayed. Dude ended up being a beast. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes bought into what was going on, the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Because we got to remember, our culture was boo-boo before 2020. It just was. You can say what you want. The proof is in the pudding. Aiden, Josh Ross, and them dudes, plus the new coaches, they had to change the culture because it was garbage. We had Shea Patterson. He's a captain, and this dude ain't doing nothing. He ain't even at the practices. He working on his golf swing. You the quarterback? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. And I know it's frustrating because that's the way college football is. Everybody's getting the bag. It's money on the line. Everybody wants the money. You know, but it's a slippery slope. They say Ohio State probably gave what's the Judkins or whatever, the running back from Ole Miss. You can pull up articles right now saying that dude was a cancer. Saying, and this is crazy. They say this dude would be yelling at his offensive line like after plays. That's crazy. You yelling at the dudes that got a block for you? Okay. You yelling at these dudes consistently. You know what I'm saying? You wild for that because you playing with fire. You yelling at the dudes that got a block for you so you can, because this is the thing, offensive linemen don't get shine. You know what I'm saying? You can go for 300 yards, and who they congratulating? The running back that ran for 300 yards. They not congratulating that offensive line. Those dudes don't get no shine. But they're the reason you ran for 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? Just like we ran for 300 yards against Washington. Who gets the shine? Blake and Donovan. You know what I'm saying? But when they interviewed Blake after the game, what'd he say? I just want to thank my offensive linemen. Because without those big boys blocking for you, boy, I don't care who you is. You ain't getting half of those yards. You better be Barry Sanders or something. But without them big boys, you ain't running for all them yards. So for him to be yelling at his offensive linemen and after the play and all that type of stuff, that's wild. That he consistently did that, that's wild. That's wild to me. You know, because them big boys can get your career ended. Oh, you talking that stuff? Oh, I missed the block. Boom. You knocked out. Just that easy. You know? So you have to be careful with these transfer portal guys, these recruits with this NIL money. You have to be careful with it. Because you don't want to bring in a cancer, a dude that don't want to be here, A dude that don't want to be here. He's just out for himself. He don't care about Michigan. He just here. This was a check to me, bro. I came here for a check. I came here for a bag. I don't care about no Go Blue. I don't care about no Harbaugh. I don't care about Michigan tradition. I don't care about the team. None of that. It's about me. That's why I came here. So. No, this is mineral water. This is mineral water brought to you by Whole Foods. I need my check, Whole Foods. I'm not a big drinker. Like, I don't drink. I really don't drink. I'm a social drinker. If I go out with my girl or something and she orders a drink or something like that, but I really don't drink. But yeah, that's the thing about it. So it's a thin line because look at some of these teams. Miami, they constantly paying for these players. What's it getting them? Nothing. Garbage seasons after garbage seasons. Who else? Texas A&M. They got dudes in the locker room smoking weed, smashing girls, because they're trying to get the best team money can buy. The problem is this ain't the NFL. So you ain't got NFL players with that NFL mindset. Like, all right, this is my job. These are still kids, so they like, boy, I done got a bag. I'm just living. I don't care about Texas A&M. I don't care about Miami, boy. I'm here with a bag. I'm about to smash as many females as I want to. I'm smoking weed, bro. I ain't worried about no drug test, bro. I'm living. I'm rich already. So me on the field, what's going on the field, trying to win a championship. Boy, I ain't worried about no championship. I'm rich. Boy, I ain't worried about no championship. I'm rich. What you talking about? I ain't worried about none of that. I don't care about no 12th man, no Aggies. Boy, get out of here. I'm worried, man. I'm finna go buy a Bugatti. What you talking about? Talking about am I going hard in practice, boy? I'm saving myself for when I do get to the NFL. I ain't worried about no Texas A&M or no Miami. Boy, please. Get out of here, company man. I just bought the new Benz. This ain't even came out yet. Plus, did you see? I got the exclusive paint job, boy. Ain't nobody got that. You worried about practice, boy? I'm finna go roll up this blunt and go smash little Kiera from my economics class, and I'm finna do it in the locker room. What's up? That's what I'm worried about. You talking about watching film, boy? Yeah, I got some film for you to watch. I just recorded me and Kiera smashing. Here you go. Yeah, that's the film I'm watching. Hey, man, I'm rich. I ain't worried about that. No, that's what you got to worry about. That's what you got to worry about with NIL. That's with NIL just throwing money at these kids. You know what I'm saying? You go from struggling to have money to all of a sudden you got 500,000, maybe $1 million or something. I ain't worried about no Texas A&M or none of that stuff. Boy, I'm living. What you doing? Oh, you on the way to practice? You on the way to do some steps? Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm about to go to this club tonight because I get in for free and I'm smashing whoever want it because I got my whole section. I'm a millionaire, dog. I ain't worried about nothing you talking about. I ain't worried about none of that stuff. Coach say he want to see me. He mad. Get up with me, coach. Get up with me. Yeah. So that's that's what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So it's a slippery slope. So I can't blame them. I can't blame them for not wanting to just throw that money at them dudes that ain't earned it. Boy, I just became a millionaire off a high school film. That's crazy. I ain't did nothing in college, and I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. But you notice those are the teams that are having problems. Miami, Texas A&M. Every year they're buying the new shiny toy out of college or the transfer, and they're having problems. Like, it's not working out well for them. Because these dudes don't care about those teams. Like, you have to get dudes that care about being at your school. If they don't care, USC also. If they don't care, they're not gonna be all in for your school. Soon as something goes wrong, they don't care. I'm out of here. Oh, okay, we losing. That's cool. Guess what? I'm on the phone with Oklahoma. I'm on the phone with somebody else. They offering me $500,000, boy. I might keep doing this. I'm switching schools every year, boy. I don't care about this team being garbage. I'm out of here. As soon as the season over, I'm transferring. Somebody seeing who else finna be dumb enough to throw me a bag. Big dummy. I done got rich off of this. I'm transferring every year. I'm not staying. What I'm staying put for? I have a decent / good year, even though I really don't care. I'm transferring to the next team. Get me another bag. Get up with me. Where you going? You ain't staying? No, I ain't staying. Miami say they finna throw me $500,000. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. What you talking about? Do you even like Miami? I like the city. I don't care for the school. But hey, they throwing me $500,000. I'm out. You did? Well, so that's what it is. That's what it is, you know. So I understand that. You know, I do understand why you don't want to throw that money at these dudes, because they'll start wilding out because they don't care. You just made me rich. You know, to a high school kid, if you get $100,000 and up from going from high school, probably poor. If anything, 100,000 and up, you feel like you're rich. You can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go from 500,000 and up, oh, you a boy. I might as well be Gucci Mane out here, boy. I ain't worried about playing football, boy. I'm finna drop my new album. I'm finna drop my new album, boy. Get it on Spotify. Boy, I ain't worried about no football. I might be the new NBA young boy. I'm rich. Well, so that's just how it is. That's just how it is. So that's why I don't get caught up in it, because you have to be careful about it. You have to be careful, because you giving all this money to dudes that have never had any money. A lot of these dudes ain't had any type of money. So if they don't care, if they not live, and I don't mean to say it like this, but it's just the truth. If they not do or die for your school, you probably gonna have problems. Well, if they not do or die for your school, you probably gonna have problems. You got to bleed. You got to get dudes that bleed maize and blue. or whatever school you are. If you Ohio State, scarlet and gray, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to get dudes that it means something to them. Hell, that's how we changed our culture. We brought back Mike Hart. We brought back what you call it? Well, Harbaugh. You had Aiden Hutchinson. You had Josh Ross. Those dudes bled maize and blue. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff you need to keep the culture, to maintain the culture. Can't be bringing in these dudes about that bag. A dude like, who knows what Samaj would be doing if he got that bag. Hey. Hey. You hand little Samaj $1 million if you want to. you hand my boy Samaj $1 million if you want to, boy. Ain't no telling what that boy gonna be doing. You play that game, you play that money game if you want to with some of these dudes, boy. You play it with fire. You play it with fire, boy. Ain't no telling what. You better not put a mic in front of him. He got $1 million. You ain't gonna be able to tell little Samaj nothing, boy. Boy, you done gave the wrong person some money, boy. So yeah, so that's the thing. That's why I try to, you gotta calm down. Michigan is playing because Michigan can't afford. We can't afford to bring in some cancers. We just got our program back. You know what I'm saying? We just got the program back and got the culture how we want it to be. So we can't play them games. We really can't. Miami a couple years ago, what they had like one good season where it seemed like they might get it back together, and then it went right back down the drain. NIL came, and then they just start throwing that money out, and they culture went right back down the drain. You know what I'm saying? Texas A&M, they same thing. Because you have to build the culture first. You can't just be bringing in dudes and they don't care about the school. The culture is gonna be trash because you got dudes that don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care about your school being good. I'm strictly here because y'all gave me some money. And if somebody else offered me some more money, or y'all trying to act like y'all don't want me here, I bet. I didn't want to be here anyway. So I'm on the phone. Who else? You got 500,000? I'm on the way. All right, coach. See ya. Didn't want to be here? No way. I'm gone. And that's NIL by Johnny Olden in a nutshell. And that's what's going on. But I'm about to get out of here, go in the house. I appreciate y'all joining me on my ride home live. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.